Hey, it's Kim Commando Today, your daily podcast to keep you up to date with all things digital and beyond. And I'd love to have you be a part of our podcast. You can make an appointment to speak with me. Just head over to commando.com, and on the top right, there's a button that says Email Kim. Fill that out, and that's it. When you were growing up, did you have encyclopedias?
No. I mean, I knew of them, and I saw the commercials for them.
But you guys didn't actually have a set of encyclopedias?
No, we did not.
No? We had a set of Encyclopedia Britannicas.
Ooh.
Yes.
That's the name brand right there.
It is. Well, the reason why I bring this up is Barry and I were driving to a Christmas party yesterday.
Okay.
And out of the blue, he just says to me, like random thoughts. It's a shame that Encyclopedia Britannica wasn't able to become Wikipedia.
Real shame. Who cares?
And I said, well, why would you say that?
Yeah.
And he said, well, he said it was just an opportunity for Encyclopedia Britannica to turn into Wikipedia. And I said, well, but Encyclopedia Britannica is worth almost $1 billion right now.
Still to this day?
Yes.
Selling what?
Apparently they've pivoted. Okay.
But had to.
All right. And they were purchased for $500 million or something, like some crazy number like that. And the new CEO turned it into an educational-based site. Of course, you have Encyclopedia Britannica, the website. Mm-hmm. Then you have Merriam-Webster.
They own that as well?
Yes. And then they created all these lesson plans, and they're all into AI and all this other stuff, and they're going to be going public next year. And so Encyclopedia Britannica. See, now this is like a little fun fact that you can use to impress your family members and friends over the holidays.
Is Wikipedia worth more?
I don't know if Wikipedia is worth anything.
It's gotta be.
I mean, every time you go there, it's like, oh, we're going out of business unless you give us $3.
Right.
Okay.
But it's gotta have some value.
Okay, who uses Wikipedia anymore?
Everyone. First of all, how did you say it?
Wikipedia.
I don't know why. I'm sure you're saying it right, but it just sounds wrong.
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia. Right? Am I wrong?
It's say
Wikipedia.
Wiki. You know why?
Okay, I'm getting a thumbs up. It's Wikipedia.
The Wiki
no,
bus.
Wikipedia.
You know what?
Sorry.
But have you ever been to Honolulu?
Have I ever been? Here comes the joke. Nope. I've
No,
never been.
No, there's no. It's called the Wiki bus.
Okay.
It's the fast bus.
Okay. Great.
Wikipedia. You know what?
How much is Wikipedia worth?
It speaks volumes to me.
There's the joke.
There it is. I can't believe, you're making fun of me, and I'm looking at your underwear.
Don't look at my underwear. They're too long for my shorts. And I didn't realize it until I was on the drive over here, and I looked down, and half my underwear sticking out, and I'm like, well, that's not good.
I thought you were becoming LDS all of a sudden.
If they're not long johns, maybe long Jims. They're long, but they don't go all the way down to my ankles.
You know what?
Stop
you
looking.
Should not see your underwear past your shorts.
My eyes are up here, Kim Commando.
That's worse than the guy wearing big tube socks and a Hawaiian shirt.
It probably is worse. But all I'm doing is a podcast. This is no big deal.
Okay, so if I'd like to apologize for anybody who's watching it on
They
YouTube.
can't see. I got my leg crossed like I always do. They see my white legs, but they can't see. I'm watching the camera right now. We're good. We're still PG.
Yes, Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
All right, what do you got coming up?
Your appliances may be listening to you.
Bum, 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 bum.
But the ones that they are listening to you and how they're doing it is just aggravating to me.
Is it?
And the response from the company is ridiculous.
Would they say it's not us?
You want me to tell you now?
No, I don't want you to tell me now.
Then why do you ask me?
I'm just wondering. I can't get over looking at your underwear. Maybe we need to move me because it's I have to look. I'm looking straight at it.
And your eyes just drawn to
it.
No matter what you do.
It's awful.
Here, I'll just like this. There. Now you can't see anything. This is better.
No. Look I don't know what. I don't want to go there.
Welcome to
Kim
Commando today. There we go.
And of course, it's our great podcast where we talk about all things digital. This is not the Kim Commando show. It's not. If you're looking for the show, well, wherever you get your podcast, you can search for Kim Commando show, or you can use our patent pending high-tech station finder over at commando.com. You just type in your zip code, and then we'll tell you where and when you can listen to the program. All right, so you've got that coming up, but you haven't begged people to subscribe, follow yet.
Oh yeah, if you're if you're listening to us, first of all, if you're just listening to us on the audio version of the podcast, we thank you. But we also do this on YouTube, youtube.com/KimCommando, and we'd appreciate it if you hopped on over there and checked out one of the video versions of the podcast. We do them 3 times a week, just like we do the audio version. And if you're there and you like it and you're like, this is cool, hit the subscribe button. We'll notify you every single time we go live or drop a new video. And, like, comment, share, all that jazz. It really helps out the show.
You know, when I was talking about speaks volumes, you said, oh, there's the joke. That really was not the joke.
That wasn't the joke?
No.
Well, that was a good one-liner there.
No, you ready for the joke?
Oh, it's all I've been waiting for the last 48 hours.
I finally got my Encyclopedia of Canada.
Did you?
That's right. Now I can learn everything from A to Z.
I knew that punch.
That was good.
It's not.
It was.
What's this all about?
All right. So I wrote about this for the Daily Mail.
Okay.
And I thought it might be fun for us to talk about. It's all about the morning routines of tech billionaires. How a tech billionaire actually starts his or her day.
Right.
Okay.
Wake up, spend $6.6 million, go back to bed.
Right now, there are 342 tech billionaires worldwide.
That's a higher number than I thought.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of billionaires.
They're worth $2.6 trillion.
It's a lot of money.
It is. So we're going to start with Jeff Bezos.
Okay.
Not Bezos. People see Bezos.
Jeff Bezos? Yeah, I think I say Bezos.
No, but a lot of people says Jeff Bezos.
You're calling out people for mispronunciations,
yes.
Mrs. Wikipedia.
Wiki. He says he likes to get up in the morning and putter around.
Putter around?
Yes. He never wakes up with an alarm clock.
Okay. You can do that when you're a billionaire.
He reads the newspaper.
The actual physical in your hand newspaper? Okay.
3 or 4 newspapers a day. He has coffee with his wife.
Wait. He reads 3 or 4 newspapers a day?
Yes.
That's too much. It's the same stories, copy paste.
And when he's having breakfast with his wife, no phones are allowed.
Oh, I like that. That's good.
That too.
Yeah.
This way you have to communicate.
They're married?
No, wife to be.
Oh, okay.
They're supposed to be getting married. And then all the news reports are saying, he's getting married, this coming weekend, $600 million wedding. How do you spend $600 million on a wedding? I don't know.
That's a lot of open bar right there.
It is. I mean, you must have, some real, celebrities performing or something.
Right. Remember when Rush Limbaugh got married, he paid Elton John $1 million to perform at his wedding?
Yeah.
It's got to be something like that to get to the $600 million.
Crazy. But then he's like, no, the Daily Mail was wrong.
Oh.
And so he came out and said, that's not true.
They're not getting married this weekend.
No, but
you don't want your anniversary so close to Christmas.
No, because then if you're a guy, because then you only got to buy one big gift.
No, yeah, that's what women are like. They're like, oh, Christmas is so close to our anniversary. Go ahead and get one thing. Yeah, that's what women do.
They all do that.
You crazy? You wouldn't accept that.
No, I wouldn't.
Thank you.
Mm-mm. All right. Then he has breakfast with his kids. Now, what do you think Mr. Amazon has for breakfast?
I don't know, avocado toast, 3 eggs, and a handful of pills.
He likes to eat breakfast octopus.
These billionaires.
A poached egg and green garlic yogurt.
Green garlic yogurt?
I don't know what that is.
This sounds like the most unappetizing breakfast ever.
Octopus, a poached egg.
What's breakfast octopus opposed to dinner octopus?
I don't know.
What's the difference?
I do know this loaded with protein.
Jimmy Dean makes the breakfast octopus?
Well, it's probably like octopus fingers instead of...
Just the fingers, just the tips.
Yes.
Just octopus tips.
And then he goes to the gym where he has 30 minutes of cardio, 45 minutes of lifting weights.
With all of these things, we're already at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
No, He sets his first meeting for 10 a.m.
How long is his breakfast with his kids? 42 seconds?
Okay. And the reason why it's 10 a.m. is because he said that's when he's the most productive of the day. That's when his brain is most alert.
All right.
Is at 10 a.m. What do you think your most alert time is? Obviously, it's not now.
6 a.m.
6 a.m.?
Yeah.
So I get the leftovers.
Oh, yeah. I'm already worn out by the time I get here.
6 a.m., really?
Yeah. And I'm a rise and go.
Are you?
I will get out of bed and I'm off to doing something. I don't have to mosey around and read 42 newspapers.
I don't mosey around either.
Suck on some octopus tentacles.
No.
I get right to my day.
All right. Meanwhile, we have Sam Altman. He is the CEO of OpenAI. He gets up and just has one shot of espresso.
Okay.
Okay. Doesn't eat any breakfast.
I don't eat breakfast either.
He fasts for 15 hours.
Okay.
But I thought this was interesting. While he's catching up on emails, he uses a full spectrum LED light for 15 minutes.
What's that?
It's a brilliant bright light in your face.
Okay.
He says that makes him more alert for the entire day.
I get that. You're doing this for a couple hours.
I know. I'd be looking at him like, what's those spots I keep seeing?
What did ChatGPT say?
He doesn't hold meetings until the afternoons. Because he said in the mornings he's the most productive.
So he wants to work, and
Yes.
meetings are pointless, especially most corporate meetings.
Yes.
You're just meeting about the next 3 times you're going to meet.
Yes.
So that makes sense.
he
He
says
wants
that.
to actually work.
Exactly. Evan Spiegel,
Never heard of him.
Snapchat.
Okay.
He wakes up at 5 a.m. for what he calls Evan time.
Ooh. This is a naughty image popped in my head. I apologize. It's Evan time.
All right. Evan time is not what you think.
Oh, okay.
All right. Evan time is 45 minutes of uninterrupted meditation, followed by stretching and cardio. Then by 6:15, he puts on an invigorating turmeric and peppermint face mask.
Ooh, these guys are weird.
Honey, how are you doing over there?
We're out of turmeric. How many times did I tell you? Always stock up on the
And
turmeric.
peppermint.
Face mask?
Yeah, yes. And then he sits
I don't
down.
believe this.
Okay, after he does all this, he sits down and he reads the Wall Street Journal and the Financial Times while having
Backwards.
breakfast.
While standing on one leg.
And he does all that before 7 a.m.
Do you think this guy's really putting turmeric on his face every single day?
Yes, you know what?
I don't believe it.
It's his wife's brand. So he kind of...
That's why I don't believe it.
Yeah.
He's just trying to sell a product.
That could be it.
He's not wiping that on his face.
Mark Zuckerberg begins his day at 8 a.m. And while he's in bed, he checks Facebook, Messenger, and WhatsApp. And he
Like
says,
the operations of them?
no.
He's just checking his updates?
Yes.
Seeing if he's got any friend requests?
Hey, Mark, I got hacked again.
Right.
I know it's hard to believe, but nobody wants to help me.
I can't believe Mark Zuckerberg actually uses Facebook.
That's what he says. He says that it's not ideal that he does that. And so he is, let's see, now he's doing mixed martial arts. And he likes to wear the same thing every day.
Yeah, a lot of those guys do.
Yeah, that's why you don't
Didn't
have to
Steve Jobs do the same thing?
Yeah, you know, that's why you don't have to make any decisions.
And then remember that phony baloney that went to jail for running that fake blood testing company?
Oh, yeah, she did the same thing.
She did the same thing,
she
too.
She copied Steve Jobs.
Yeah, but they like to do that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, what was her name?
I don't remember. I called her
Holmes.
Samantha?
No, something like that.
I don't know.
But
She was a fraud.
Yeah, she was a big fraud. The movie's fabulous.
Both of them. The documentary's really good, and then the made up one is pretty good too.
I always liked when when she was talking like this,
Yeah.
and then they found her like speaking real time, and it's like, oh hi, how are you? But when I'm talking about blood, I have to talk about this.
Yes, my company's worth billions of dollars.
Bob Iger, Disney. I thought this was interesting.
But he's older than these guys.
Yes,
We're talking a different generation here.
exactly. I think he's 80 or something.
Yeah.
isn't he? Okay. He gets up at 4:15.
Yeah.
Okay. And then he works out alone on a Versa climber in a dark room with a TV going, but on mute. He says he doesn't like distractions while he's working out.
Then turn the TV off, Bob.
He goes to his whole thing.
You're alone. It's not for anyone else in the room.
What are we doing? Watching Fox News?
No, he's watching the Disney Channel.
Yeah, sure he is. He says he gets to work at 6:30 every morning, and he's normally the first person there, and he makes all the coffee.
I believe that.
I don't believe he makes all the coffee.
He's 80. That's something 80-year-olds do.
Really? What? They get up early and make a coffee?
Yeah.
Oh. Is that what I have to look forward to?
Can't wait.
Okay.
2 or 3 years from now, your husband will start making all the coffee.
We don't drink coffee. That's going to be a problem. I'll have to
He'll
find
just make it and pour it out.
I'll have to find somebody. Who's that? That's Kip. You know, so I was taking tennis lessons, and the tennis pro guy, his name was Kip.
Kip and Kim?
Yeah. So anyway, Kip would ring the gate bell and be like, "Hey, good morning. It's Kip for Kim." And then Ray would be like, "God damn it, Kim! Here comes the instructor here again." Okay, let's see. Tim Cook. We're gonna close with Tim Cook.
All right. He's the new Apple guy.
Yes, he gets up between 3:45 and 4 a.m.
Okay.
He's not 80, by the way.
No.
He says that he reads 700 emails the first hour he wakes up. Okay. 700 emails from customers and employees. That's how he starts his day, by reading 700 emails. We're not having no Evan time here. Okay.
Can't use his AI to just
Summarize.
make synopsis? Yeah, summarize for him.
Now, at 5 a.m., he goes to the gym for an hour. He puts his phone away in a locker because he doesn't even want to look at it when he's working out.
Okay.
He likes to listen to music while he's working out.
So extravagant. He likes music while working out?
Guess what kind of music he likes?
Techno.
Classic rock.
Oh.
Okay.
He's an old white guy. That makes sense. That checks
After
out.
the gym, he takes a shower and he eats a breakfast. Now, listen to his breakfast. He eats this every day. Sugar-free cereal with almond milk.
Okay.
Scrambled egg whites and turkey bacon.
It's a normal person breakfast. There's no octopus or turmeric chunks in there.
Yes. So I'm not a billionaire, so would you like to know how I do my day?
Yeah. How do you start your day?
Oh, thanks for asking.
So curious.
Hey, listen, I'm still looking at your underwear. Okay. So I wouldn't even go there.
Finish your story. Distract yourself.
I know. See, now I'm like there. Again, I'm looking at it. Maybe if you're crushed, you didn't crush your legs.
Is this better?
Oh, I don't know. I can't unsee this. Now I know what to get you for Christmas.
It's just underwear. That's all it is.
Is that like
Boxer briefs.
Is that silk?
It is silk. It's very soft. I like to rub on it. It's like ASMR.
Does it hold you in?
Yeah.
As your voice goes higher.
Yeah. I'm fine. Change the topic.
Everything's good. I get up at around 5-ish.
Okay. No alarm?
No alarm. No alarm. And then I have to do my eyes every morning.
Okay. Put in your contacts and...
No. I got to put in eye drops.
Okay. How many drops?
1 drop in my right eye.
Okay.
And then I got to put my head back for like 10 minutes.
10 minutes? You have to sit there with your head back?
Yeah.
Do you watch TV, listen to TV, listen to music?
No, you know what I do? Is I say prayers.
Oh, you have Evan time.
Yes.
A little bit of Evan time.
And I sit there, and then, I do that for 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then I'm up. I mean, I'm not like going back to sleep, dilly-dallying.
No.
I get
Right to
up.
work.
Yeah. So like this morning, I got up, went out to the mailbox, got all the packages that came in overnight.
But you don't drink coffee. What do? You'll get a cup of water? Hot tea?
Oh, no, I make iced tea.
Iced tea in the morning?
Yes.
Okay.
Peach iced tea. Peach, in case you're wondering.
I wasn't, but thank you.
And then I normally I hop on the computer.
Okay. You just get to work.
Yeah, check the news, do stuff. Normally I might have to go on a radio station or two in the morning.
You're doing a desktop? You sit behind a desktop with a monitor, not just on an iPad or your phone or anything?
No, I'm right there.
Okay.
Big old screen.
All right.
And then then what I do is I make breakfast. And so, or not really, it's not really breakfast. It's so what I do is I take a muffin pan and then, do you ever buy Simply Potatoes?
No.
Okay. Then you just Simply Potatoes. Okay. And they're God, I hate you. I try not to say that.
I know.
I'm trying to be nice because then people say oh, speaking of.
We're not getting off on the sidetrack from your Simply Potatoes.
Okay, that just remind me. Okay. Come on back, honey.
Right.
Come on back. So then you take a little Simply Potatoes.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then some spinach.
Right.
And then some tomatoes.
Right.
And then you pour egg whites over that.
Why is this not breakfast?
Okay, just wait a second. And then I take feta cheese, reduced fat feta cheese,
Okay.
all on top. Put it in the oven. In 20 minutes, it's all ready at 375. And then while it's cooking, then I'm getting dressed, doing my makeup and all that other stuff. And then by the time it's all ready, I come downstairs, I put it in a to-go, and then I eat that here for probably 10:30 or 11.
That's still breakfast. Breakfast just means you're breaking your fast.
Yes.
You can eat it at midnight. And those are all classic breakfast foods.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
You can say that.
So you definitely eat breakfast.
Okay, so I got do you like my new haircut?
Yeah, you look very nice.
Thank you. So I got bangs are in now.
Are they?
Yeah.
But you don't have the full bang.
No, because I don't want a full bang.
You have a swooping bang.
A swooping bang.
Yes.
So while she's cutting my hair, Nicole has cut my hair for, I don't know, maybe 15 years.
Okay.
A long time. And so she says, we're talking about her kids. One of the kids, little guys playing football.
Okay.
And so now she was explaining how she has to carry all this garbage, and she got a wheelie to put everything in and everything. And and she said, yeah. So she said, I was standing there watching the boys play, and this guy comes up and he says, oh, that's my son, number 48 or whatever it was. And she's like, oh, my son's number 18, and she said, so what? They start talking, and she says, so what do you do? And he said, I'm in the media business. And she said, media business? Really? And she said, I have a client who's in the media business. And the guy says, who is it? She says, it's Kim Commando. And he said, oh my God, her?
Not a fan?
And Nicole said, what? He says, he said, I know a couple of people who've worked for her in the past. And she is just a royal biatch.
Ooh, spilling some tea.
And Nicole's like, really?
So you do know her.
And Nicole said, he says, yeah. He said that she can be really, really tough. She can be really hard on people.
Did you find out who this was?
No, I sent her back to get a name.
Wait a minute. She didn't find out his name?
No. And so she said it's just they just started the football league or something like that, so she didn't really know his name yet.
Well, you ask.
Okay.
And who are you?
So she said to him, well, she can be tough, and that's why she's successful. And if you're doing your job, you're fine. But if you're not doing your job, you could say she's a little rough. But would you say the same thing about a guy? Mm-hmm. And he said to her something like, well, men are driven.
Wow. You're never going to find out who this guy is now. You're at war.
I know. So I want to know who this guy is. Who is that guy?
I don't know. Local, I wonder?
Yeah.
This is probably some program director or some salesperson.
Yeah, probably.
I want it to be someone important so we can trash him on the podcast and use it as clickbait.
Let's see. Maybe we can make up a name.
Yeah, who could it be?
Then we get all hit with defamation of character and all that other stuff.
That's true.
Then the lawyers
Al Roker. It was Al Roker.
Al. You know what? I don't like Al either.
No, I didn't mean to hit a button there. I apologize.
You know why?
Why?
You wouldn't like him either.
Why?
A long time ago, maybe 15 years ago or so, he said something about people on radio who are on talk radio, they don't know anything.
Oh, okay.
So after I heard him say that, I was like, ugh, that's why your weather report's always wrong. I hope your cookbook fails.
You're getting in a lot of fights lately. Maybe you are a biatch.
All right, I won't make fun of your underwear anymore.
I appreciate that.
Do you think I'm tough?
No. I always told you this before. You're just blunt.
Yeah, I'm just blunt.
Yeah.
Just the way it is.
Do you have an air fryer?
Yes.
Do you leave it plugged in at all times?
No.
So you put it on the counter, plug it in, air fry something, and then put it away.
No, I don't like anything on my counters.
Okay.
I'm that person. You come in the kitchen, it looks like nothing is
You
there.
own nothing.
Yes, and but I have these like the appliance garages. I love those.
Okay.
So in the corner of the kitchen, or normally it's that dead space, is that I have this thing you just hit a button, goes and it comes out, and that's where I have the toaster, the air fryer, the Instapot, the other stuff.
You're keeping them all together.
Yes,
they're going to be able to talk about you. Because your air fryer, according...
God, she is so awful.
That guy in the media was right. They did a study, and they looked at a bunch of air fryers, kitchen appliances, anything that is smart.
Okay.
And they found out that your air fryer is listening to you. Now, it's not like there's a microphone built in or it's listening to you directly. Once you connect it to your phone, you give it permission to access everything.
Nice.
Including the microphone on your phone and including the ability to turn it on, off, and record and transmit those recordings whenever it wants.
Nice.
Now, these aren't name brand companies that we...
Are they all just Chinese brands?
They are. They're all Chinese brands. And that's probably, the Watchdog Group said that's part of the problem, is that this information is going directly to China.
What is China not getting from us?
That's very true.
Okay.
Your television is doing it. Like I said, any smart appliance. And so they went to the companies and they said, listen, why does your air fryer need to know your precise location at any given time? You're just making chicken nuggets. Let's calm down. And they said, hey, we are open and honest about all of this. It's in the manual and the terms and conditions.
And we all read that.
So this was one of the most interesting things from this story is, what do you think the average length it takes to read a manual or terms and conditions for a tech product?
1 hour and 22 minutes.
You overshot it. 8,000 words, 35 minutes is the average. 35 minutes. No one's going to sit down and read or even comprehend what's in a manual for 35 minutes.
Let's start at the beginning.
Right. Your air fryer is going to kill you someday. So there's countries, not the U.S. right now, but there's countries around the world that are thinking about having to make it more plain language, having bigger warnings when you connect to a smart app that says, hey, we're going to record you and we're going to share it.
That's never going to happen.
But even if it does happen, we're not going to pay attention to it because we want to be able to heat up a quesadilla while we're in the bathroom.
Right.
We just accept it and move on. But everything you're saying with these products is being recorded. That's the other thing I learned too, is that everybody says Facebook's listening to you. Facebook's listening to you. I know Facebook's listening to me because
Facebook doesn't have to listen to you.
Right, exactly. They don't, because they just go out and buy all the companies that are listening to you that information, and then they use it to market you. And they're doing it in like nanoseconds. Like, it's so fast. Once it's recorded and then
boom, done. Some
AI is listening to it and categorizing it, it's sold. It's crazy. Don't hook up anything to your phone ever.
No, you shouldn't do that. So what do you make in your air fryer that you think is like the best?
I only use it to heat up my kids' food.
That's it?
Yeah.
You never used to cook anything?
I used to. I mean, I tried Brussels sprouts. I make really good Parmesan Brussels sprouts in the air fryer.
Okay.
I like Brussels sprouts that are dark black, like almost burnt. I think that tastes delicious. And then you sprinkle it with some Parmesan cheese. That's really good. And salmon's really good in the air fryer as well, but not a steak.
Yeah, a lot of people do steak.
I know, and I don't know why. You're just ruining an expensive piece of meat.
I don't know. I don't eat steak.
I know.
But I make like little potatoes. You buy those like little baby potatoes?
You said all you eat is just potatoes all day? Potatoes for breakfast, potatoes for your air fryer for lunch?
And Japanese potatoes are really
Are you Irish?
I don't know. I have a bad air fryer joke.
I can't wait.
What do you get when you drop a smartphone into an air fryer?
I don't know. What do you get?
An apple fritter.
That's cute. I'll use that one. I actually might use that one.
See? James Bond. Are you a James Bond fan?
No, I've only seen maybe one. Casino Royale, I think, is the only James Bond I've ever seen.
Well, I like James Bond films.
Do you like the old ones or the new ones?
I like them all.
Okay.
But I especially like Pierce Brosnan.
That your favorite because he's handsome?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I told Barry, if Pierce Brosnan came over, I would just have to go.
I think he'd understand. Okay. I mean, it's Pierce Brosnan.
I'm sorry.
You're like, it's either Pierce Brosnan or my tennis instructor, Kip. If one of those two asks me, your history, bud.
The reason I bring it up, the great story in the Wall Street Journal about James Bond and the franchise.
Okay.
That Amazon acquired the rights to release James Bond films when they bought MGM Studios for $6.5 billion.
I didn't know Amazon bought MGM.
Okay. Now, there's a woman by the name of Barbara. I'm not making this is really her last name. Broccoli.
Barbara Broccoli. Okay.
Now, Barbara's father, his name was Albert or Cubby.
Cubby Broccoli?
Yes. Okay. He decided for 30 years when and what the next James Bond movie would consist of. Okay. So
Was he the author? Was he the creator of the character?
He kind of acquired rights to it.
Okay.
Okay. So it was all, that whole franchise was under him.
Okay.
Okay. So he was the one who said, I want this James Bond guy, and he approved and the scripts and the plots and the tech and everything that was in there. So, Cubby dies, and then all this power is turned over to his daughter by the name of Barbara.
Barbara Broccoli.
Barbara. Now, she's saying that she can't come to a decision, and she's not sure why she's even involved with Amazon. And she does not want Amazon to have anything to do with the next James Bond film. Because in her words, her exact quote is that Amazon, these people are effing idiots.
Oh, wow.
That's in the Wall Street Journal.
Sure.
Okay. How do you feel about it?
It's a quote.
Okay. She says that she doesn't trust the algorithm-centric Amazon with a character, that it should be told with big screen gut instinct.
Well, algorithms and art usually never mix. They don't go hand in hand.
So now we have a standoff.
Okay.
Because Amazon says, we own the rights to James Bond.
Mm-hmm.
We bought it all. And Barbara's saying, no. I own the rights to James Bond. You just own the distribution.
Okay.
And you own the film rights. But I have to say what goes in there.
And I'm sure a contract would probably back one of the sides up.
And so that's why there have been no James Bond films for several years. It's because these two can't get together.
They haven't even picked the next Bond. When
Right.
Daniel Craig said this was my last one, it was supposed to be a year later that they were going to name who would be the next Bond, and they still haven't picked one yet.
I don't know. Barbara's she hasn't felt it yet. You know what? Opportunity for you has just knocked.
You think so?
Yes, you could be the next James Bond.
Hello, Mrs. Moneypenny. That was my best Sean Connery. And it wasn't good at all.
Well, no, you have to come up with your own style.
I'm not a James Bond.
You could do it.
James Bond doesn't show his underwear off on a podcast.
I was going to say that, but I was trying to give you the benefit of a doubt.
He's
that
way
might be
more
something.
classier than I am.
I know. I mean,
I don't want shaken or stirred. I want it out of a can, and it to be diet soda.
or a beer.
Yeah, exactly.
So I just thought that was fascinating.
That is interesting.
So much money on the table.
And I'm sure well, first of all, I mean, there's been so many James Bonds. She
doesn't need
probably,
money.
yeah, she's a millionaire 100 times over. So it's not about need of money for her. She just wants the control. And if it's her family's character and her family's intellectual property, I agree. She should be able to hold on to it. And Amazon should just let it go. I mean, they do that with so many of their other projects, some of the prime television shows, where they just say, you do you. Once you're done, send it to us and we'll go ahead and stream it.
Yeah. What happened? They've totally destroyed Top Gear, though.
Oh, yeah. Multiple times. Every time they try to adjust Top Gear. Well, Jeremy Clarkson destroyed Top Gear by being a dick and getting thrown off the show.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, if we want to talk brass tacks.
That's true.
But everything they've tried with Top Gear, the American version, all the new hosts, none of it works. None of it is as good as the
I loved
classic
that
Top
show.
Gear. Oh, it was so good.
So good. So good. Facebook?
Yes. Are you on Facebook? No, be honest. Because I'm probably at one time a month, maybe not even one.
I go on once a
zero
day.
times.
Once every other day.
But how often do you share something posted by someone else?
Never.
Yeah, neither do I.
Never.
I don't like or comment. I know we beg people to do it for us, but it's just I'm just going through. I'm only on there for 3 to 5 minutes. It's not a long time, but I don't. But a lot of people do. And they did a study between 2017 and 2022, and they looked at 35 million Facebook posts. Now,
Just a little.
just a little. It's a small sample size. Most of them, obviously, on Facebook are political of nature. We've had, some elections in that time span, and they looked at when people share something. So they see it on their feed, posted by someone else, and put it on their own feed with a share. What percentage actually click the link that they are sharing?
So they actually read the article.
We don't even know if they read it. They at least click the link.
To at least see if it was existing.
Correct.
50%.
25%.
That's it?
Actually clicked the link. That means 75%
Just shared.
just hit share. Saw the headline, saw whatever it said in, and the nice fancy picture underneath, and shared it with the people that follow them. 75%. Now, this is across the board. This has nothing to do with any ideology, any political party, any race, any gender, any age. It's across the board, 75%. No one reads what they're sharing.
But it makes them sound smart to their friends and family.
Look at me. Look what I'm interested in.
I just read the theorem of blah, 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 blah.
Right. And the more outlandish it was, the more clickbaity it was, the more likely they were to share it without clicking on it. The number is even lower of the people that click through when it's something that's extreme or outlandish. We are just willy-nilly sharing things like crazy. Now, here is a new twist on this. Very good.
Getting like a little hand. See, you know what?
We all got it.
No. No. All of a sudden, see, you're copying me. Right. You said you were like, that looks so good. I'm going to do that too.
Yours are so cute. The new twist is AI learns from us, right?
Correct.
Artificial intelligence just gets their information from the information that we share, that we create. And AI is weighting things on Facebook that get shared multiple times. So if it is not accurate, if it is outlandish, if it's just clickbait, AI is putting more weight on it because everyone's sharing it. So AI is worthless.
At the end of the day, it all goes around.
It all does.
Yeah. So the bottom moral of the story is
Don't
share.
Yeah. Don't share anything on Facebook.
Only share our stuff. You don't even have to read it because you know it's going to be good.
You're part of the problem.
Just go ahead and share it. If it looks good.
The more something gets shared, the more it gets pushed. So just think about that. When you're looking at a headline and you say, hey, I want my Facebook people to know this information, at least make sure it's the information you want them to know when you click on the link. Click through. Let's improve on that number, then 25%.
Now, I want to tell you about the shout outs.
Okay.
And here's how it works, folks. Is whether you're listening or watching, is that when you get the newsletter, there's always like a thumbs up, thumbs down, or just like mwah. You know, like you're not really caring. Whatever that is. Okay, so if you leave some comments there, is that, and with your name, is that I might read your name and your comment here.
Okay.
Now, I will tell you, Andrew, that I am not selecting the comments.
That's changed from last week.
Okay.
Because I asked you who's picking them, and you said you.
I was. Okay.
So yeah, you've delegated them, so I can't make fun of you for reading a bunch of compliments about yourself.
Okay. So just because it's Ramin and he's new.
Yeah, he would put his job on the line. So Ramin's picking the compliments.
Yes.
So now he gets a double suck up to you.
No, like Tina. All the photo information was helpful, and I liked all the little jokes that I can repeat. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Tina.
Okay. So what I did in today's newsletter, I actually wrote it yesterday. All photo tips. How to take the best photos.
Oh, for Christmas.
For Christmas.
That's good timing.
And then I put a joke in there, and then I got kind of a weird comment back. I said, Santa knows where all of the naughty girls live.
Okay. I mean, it's a little above PG, maybe PG-13.
I didn't think it was that bad.
No, it's not bad.
Some guy went on a whole tangent about how women are abused in relationships. I'm like, it was a joke about Santa. Okay, I'm not.
Can't do anything on the internet without getting canceled.
Mike says, Merry Christmas to you, Kim, and all that make the show great. That would be who, Mike? You just want to fix your grammar there.
Don't worry about it. It's an internet comment.
It's always informative, and yes, your jokes are funny. As is your co-host. It's sad that I forgot his name. But he's a contrast to the show, so keep him on. And for God's sake, buy him a new car.
Buy me a new car. I like this comment. Good job, Rabin.
That's from Mike. Mike, his name is Adam.
Adam.
Yes.
Yeah.
His name's
Adam.
Andrew.
Adam.
Savannah says, just want to say thanks for all the useful tips and news you share. Keep up the great work. Always looking for it. Mark says, I skimmed over your Rick Astley joke at first and I missed it, but when I reread it, I actually did more than smile. I laughed out loud. Aw.
You're not going to tell us the joke?
No.
All right. Gotta get the newsletter. Find out the Rick Astley joke.
It's about Rick Astley.
Mm-hmm.
And that he has a DVD collection.
Okay.
And that he will let you borrow a lot of the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, you could have Moana. You could have the Little Princess, but he's never gonna give you up. Get it?
I get it. I knew it before the minute you said Moana.
Recently, a friend of mine in San Jose, who was a property manager, was telling me how much my house was worth according to Zillow. It sounded way too high. So your heads up about it confirmed my suspicions.
Ooh.
The Z estimates are not really like bona fide good. See, here's what happened. During COVID, Zillow went on this whole tangent and they said, wow, this is going to be really great because we know how much all these homes are worth and we're going to buy hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars of homes so that this way we could turn it into a rental company and we'll flip the properties or make a gazillion dollars.
Right.
Didn't work out for them. Okay, so
The last house I purchased was from Zillow.
Did you?
And I bought it for $14,000 less than they paid for it.
Excellent. I'm proud of you.
Well, not good work by them.
Chris, I have followed you for a while, and you cover so many issues, warnings, fun, new items, technical help. I look forward every day to seeing what new things to keep me interested. And he lives in England.
Oh, cheerio.
And where do James Bond actors go when they die?
I don't know.
00's heaven.
Oh, you almost messed it up.
What do you call James Bond having a bath?
What do you call James Bond having a bath?
Bubble 07.
Oh, God.
Okay, one more.
There's more.
Why doesn't James Bond fart in bed?
I don't know. Why?
It would blow his cover.
I love a fart joke. I don't care where you put it.
I know. It's fart jokes. There's just something about fart jokes. All right, folks, thanks for being here. We appreciate it. I hope you all have a great Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and we look forward to more great shows around the new year, after the new year, and maybe we'll get Andrew some new underwear so I don't have to look at the black
They're
set.
new. They're just long.
Okay, I don't understand. White T-shirt, black underwear.
Excuse me?
You're supposed to match.
No.
Yes.
I'm not wearing white underwear. That's a dangerous proposition.
Oh, skid marks.
Yes, it was implied. You didn't have to say it.
This program is a copyrighted production of Westar Multimedia Entertainment and protected by the copyright laws. Any rebroadcast or use of this program for commercial, business, economic, or financial purposes without the written permission of Westar Multimedia Entertainment is strictly prohibited.